about to go into the shower. On the throne. Oh, man. What a stink. All that calzone and pizza. It's all gone now, though. Into the New Jersey sewer system. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience now. Since all you know, when I was in jail, Central. Let me tell you, Central booking is freaking horrible, man. They had me in a cell with like 30 guys, and I'm not trying to be, you know, and I was just let's just say I was the only white guy in there, basically, you know. And it was really crazy. What a crazy experience. The correction guard like had one sandwich. I still to this day don't understand. Like there was 30 guys in there. He had a ham and cheese sandwich that was like wrapped up, you know, whatever. He threw it, you know, onto the floor, and like I saw all these friggin' guys. They went, you know, they were gonna kill each other for this friggin' one sandwich. Like it was like I'm like, what the F is this place? You know what I mean? So the sink and the toilet bowl there was filled with like shit. It was shit all over the fucking place. Excuse my language. It was shit everywhere. It was shit in the bowl. It was shit in the sink. So I wasn't drinking none of that. You know, I had a couple of bucks on me. They didn't realize it, but I was because you know they normally check you, but I don't know, for some reason they didn't realize. I had like $100. I had like $5 $20 bills in my pocket. They had everything else on me, but I was offering the correction officer. I said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you $20. Can you just give me a bottle of water, please?" You know, just, you know, because I saw he had like there was one of those vending machines. I'm like, "Is there any way, please? You just get me a bottle of water?" He goes, "Your water's in that sink, all right?" What a real, you know, piece of garbage. So whatever, I'm in there, and like it was just like a long time, man. It was a long time. I don't know. It was like something like, I think it was like 24 hours. So what happened was, this was a Friday, okay? So they make this announcement, right? They say, because like once it hits midnight, all right, we are only calling 3 more people to see the judge tonight, okay? And if your name is not called, it sounded just like this, like, you know, you will remain here in Central booking over the weekend, and you will see the judge on Monday or next week. I'm like, you know what I mean? Because in other words, if I wasn't cold, it was something like 11 like p.m. It was like 11:57. If I wasn't cold in 3 minutes, I was gonna be there all weekend. And I was just thinking to myself, man, please, please. So I don't forget, the first person to see the judge, Monroe or something, right? So I'm like, I'm finished. The second person to see the judge, Lavoy. I was like, oh, I was like, thank God. Amen. And then they called somebody else. So I spoke to my lawyer. There was a girl, like, I guess they just have somebody there. It's like, it's weird. It's like there's like this section where you sit down, and it's like, you know, the, whatever you call that like, you know, plastic covering, and she's on one side and you're on the other side. And she was talking to me, and she was just like, look, she goes, don't say anything. I told her everything that happened, you know, and she goes, don't say anything. I will speak for you. You just sit there and keep your mouth shut. I said, I can do that. So she went to the judge. She explained everything. I never was arrested. I have no, you know, prior record. And, you know, she didn't get really too specific. She was just like, you know, this was a reason. There was no violence occurred. There was no property damage. You know, nothing occurred here. So the judge basically said, he ordered me on my own reconnaissance. I was freed on my own reconnaissance. And that was it. So it was like so crazy because I was in there for so long and I was starving, man. I didn't eat for like 24 hours, right? So they're like, you're free. You know, it's like when you're like locked up in the jail for like 24 hours, I can't explain it. Like, it's like such a surreal feeling, you know? Like when they told me you're free, I was like, I could just walk out the door. I'm free. It's like, I could just leave. And just to let you know, nobody bothered me in jail, man. I'm a big guy. Like all the brothers, you know, they were there with me. They're like, man, yo, man, don't I know you? I know you. I think I saw you before. This one guy was telling me. He goes, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. He goes, you're a big guy. I said, I am a big guy. I said, I came across like Tony Soprano when I was in there. You understand? Nobody messed with me. They say, yo, man, I like you, man. You got heart, man. You got balls, man. I like you. I was like, yo, come on, give me some fists. Give me some fists, man. So anyway, nobody bothered me. And that was it. So here's the funniest part of the story. I walk out of there. Believe it or not, it was like a BBQ's that was actually over there by Brooklyn Central. There was like some kind of a barbecue place. I think it's BBQ's, but so it was open. So I didn't eat in 24 hours. You understand how hungry I was? I looked like a disaster. My freaking hair was like all messed up. I was like, I kind of looked like Tendy Time, you know? I felt like sweaty, dirty, smelly, and dirt all over me. I was like all messed up. I was in there for 24 hours. I had nothing to drink. I was dehydrated. I had nothing to eat, right? So the waiter comes over, like he's like this like nerdy, guy. Hello, welcome to BBQ's. Would you like to hear our specials? I said, no. I want you to bring me a plate of chicken. I want 2 stacks of ribs. I want cornbread. I want a gigantic pitcher of beer. I want all of this. He's like, well, sir, would you like me to bring it out one at a time? I said, no. Bring it all out at the same time. Oh, the ref, I want it now. I was stuffing, man. So the guy literally brings me out like I had $100 on me. The guy freaks out like a whole plate of ribs, 2 stacks of ribs, chicken, cornbread, a pitcher of beer. And I remember there was this like couple that was sitting down next to me, and I was eating like a sandwich. I was eating literally like I've never eaten a meal before. Like, they were looking at me like, look. So that was my experience in jail.